here. Just first off, really proud of our guys today. Come out and challenge them throughout the week. It was a good week of work. We had a little up and down there midway through, but I thought they did a great job of responding. And we went out there and were able to play a pretty clean football game. There as the game progressed. Obviously it didn't start the way we wanted. We had a fumble in the first opening kickoff. That's something that we got to get eliminated. Had a couple of missed opportunities, things that we'll continue to clean up. But I thought our guys responded well. We were able to run the football. Defensively did a really nice job all day. Saw some very interesting and unique things from the UMass offense, and I thought our guys adapted and adjusted to it throughout the course of the game. But still a lot of work that we've got to continue to do. But it's good to see the confidence slowly growing, and these guys. The confidence is coming from the work and the investment they're making. It's something that we've got to continue to do. To be able to put ourselves in a position that we won 3 straight. We've got some. Like I said, some good feelings that we're working towards, and we get another opportunity to have to go on the road here this next week, and I know our guys are going to be excited for that. But at the end of the day, I thought we did what we needed to do, and that was something that we talked about. Trying to show our identity and what this team's about, and I thought we went out there and played a good game, complimentary football. We're good on third downs. We were good in the red zone. We're defensively did a good job of limiting the explosive play that had one. They caught us in a blitz with the screen that we've. But other than that, I thought our guys did a nice job of containing them, offensively. So, still, like I said, still plenty of things we got to continue to work on. But I thought our guys did a nice job today.
All right, first question will be Irish Rotational from Warchant.
Considering all the different things that the defense did see from a formation standpoint from UMass, how did you feel like they played overall?
Oh, I thought they did well. It was, there were some unique things that presented themselves, and when you had to go over on the sideline and make those in-game adjustments, I thought they received the coaching well and were able to apply it. To a variety of different things, and that's something that will help us in the future. And so you take those experiences. It wasn't something necessarily that we were expecting to see, but we were able to adjust on the fly, and I thought our guys did a nice job throughout the course of the game. Really settled in. Other than the first turnover and giving the ball, really I don't think we even gave them any yards, but the 3 points were off of that, and so I thought it was a dominant performance by our defense, and it was something that we needed. And there's been times that we've played teams that maybe we were a little further along then, and we haven't always played as clean as what I thought we played today. And so I was really pleased with our performance defensively. And we got a lot of guys that were able to get in there and play. And some guys that you'll want probably a bigger role, but it's good to get that experience of being on the field to show exactly where they are and areas that they need to continue to improve.
Mike, you mentioned the identity of this team a little bit earlier. Previously, when you've talked about the identity of the team, you've talked about putting in the work and a team that works hard and responds well. As you guys have won 3 games in a row now, is that being built on and expounded on the things that you guys do well as a team collectively?
And I believe so. And even the first month of the season, obviously the finish didn't go the way we wanted in a lot of those games, but you saw the fight, you saw the belief in what we were trying to push to, and we had a little bit of success, and now we've been able to put together a couple games. And trust me, we're still we still got a long ways to go on our journey of what we want it to be and what we want to look for. But all we can control is today. We can control our attitude. We can control our performance and everything that we're doing. And it's like I challenge the guys at halftime. there were some things in the first half that showed up that shouldn't, and that was not our best performance. And so we have to get that corrected. And because that's my only concern is this football team. I don't care who we play, when we play, where we play. I want them to go be their best. And if they can do that and they can do the things that are necessary to prepare to be their best, then we could live with all the results. And but I definitely like the way that we're growing as a football team.
Next will be Perry from Tomahawk Nation.
Coach, how encouraging was it to have the rotational players come in the second half and not only score some touchdowns, but also keep UMass out of the end zone?
Yeah, I mean, that was big. And, sometimes when you get different combinations of people, just the communication and, maybe the lack of reps that they've had, it sometimes shows up. But I thought our guys did a nice job of executing. And it was good to see, Chuba come in and, be able to get a couple drives, had a couple touchdown passes. I think, was perfect on his passes. But, seemed very in control. And, that's something that you guys have seen as I've seen it. He's getting better and he's continuing to work away. But it was good to see him translate that into a game situation. And defensively, when you have that many different guys that are playing, I thought those guys competed hard. There's some, like I said, some good and some bad that showed up, but I mean they did their job of keeping them out of the end zone. So proud of our team and all of our players, and they've all been working, and it's good to see them get in the game.
Right next will be Corey Clark from War Chant.
Yeah, Mike, I wanted to ask you about Jarvis. He dropped an interception, I think, on the first or second drive and really took it hard. Like, he was really down on himself. But it looked like his teammates consoled him, and then he makes that play he made, and the team was really excited for him. I guess his response and his bounce back from that.
Yeah, I think I took it pretty hard too. It was that first one was it had a pretty good look in front of it as well. But that's part of it. When at the end of the day, you're not always going to make every play, but you learn your lessons. You learn your lessons from it. You make sure you focus in a little bit more, finish things to the catch. And I was just pleased that he got that opportunity, and he put himself in a good position, tight coverage. Quarterback was a little off on the throw, and he took advantage of it and was able to take the ball back for a touchdown. And he actually got to break the rock there afterwards because of that response. Because that's what you want to see. And I know we've talked about the defensive backfield, throughout the season, and that's a group that I challenge and need to challenge, and it's one that you has to continue to grow up. Those guys are all young. I mean, Jarvis is a redshirt freshman, Jaren's a sophomore. I mean, a lot of the guys that are playing in the defensive backfield, they're still building upon those experiences, and so I think they're getting better in their preparation, and that's allowing them to be able to play better on game day. But that has to continue, and we've got to continue to ramp that up.
Next will be Matt Marshall from the Orlando Sentinel.
Mike, you guys were able to rush for 365 yards, considering your offensive line was a little bit banged up. What does that say about that group, and how healthy do you think you'll be able to get them back for next week?
We'll see where that is when it comes to the health. I mean, it's been, we were hopeful Devontae would be able to play today, but he wasn't. We had a couple guys that got banged up throughout, and some guys that were playing banged up, and it's been a challenging season for those guys. But I really appreciate just their work. The sacrifices that they're making. I mean, guys are having to play multiple positions. And what you see on game day. I mean, it's when you have that many guys that are banged up. You even to practice the challenges that you face in practice. And but these guys, they're giving everything that they have, and to see them be able to go out there, especially in the second half when we were really mixing the personnel to be able to still run the football, to have some explosive plays. I mean, that's big, and it's going to have to, we have to get a lot of time in the training room, and get these guys back and rolling. But next man up, next man's opportunity to go prove and be accountable for what this team needs.
We'll go back to Ira.
That was Florida State's most convincing win against an FBS team in a long time. But what does it say about this team's potential if you're still not really overjoyed about how they performed overall?
I mean, like I said, I'm happy for the win. Please, that's like you get an opportunity to go out there and compete, and when you play well enough to win, that's something to be celebrated. But like I said, I want what's best for these guys. I mean, they come to Florida State because of such a wonderful place, the tradition that we represent, all the great things of what it is to be a Seminole. But there also comes a standard of that, of what it needs to look like, how we need to play, how we need to improve, and that's our job, and it's our job as players, as coaches, everybody involved. So you find the areas where maybe you come up short, or you find the areas where that improvement is absolutely necessary to allow yourself to be successful playing a game, and then you got to take those steps. But today, we did what we needed to do, and we went out, we were dominant in a football game, and like you said, it's been a while, since we've been able to showcase that identity that we're capable of, even when people expect you to do that, can you still show up and go get the job done? And we'll have a lot of things to work on, and we'll continue to get better. And we got a big challenge this week ahead, and all we got is work in front of us.
Next will be Will from WCTV.
Hey, Coach, nowadays, with the transfer portal, it seems like it's becoming harder and harder to build the quality depth of the quarterback spot. So how refreshing was it to see Chuba finally get a chance to play today, look comfortable, and just build some confidence should he be needed at some point going forward?
Yeah, it's good to see any of those young quarterbacks. The things that's unique is we got 4 quarterbacks that have all started a game. But for Chuba and Tate to be able to get in there, and everybody knows the challenging year that Chuba had last year with just injuries and missing practice, and he's been so consistent throughout this fall and working through practice. Obviously. We've got a great quarterback room, and to see those guys go out there and perform well, it's definitely exciting. But I was pleased to see the way that he prepared this week. Mackenzie, when we had the game out, we got the game in hand. Talked to Mackenzie, and he's just that is a special young man, and he wanted to see those young quarterbacks get in there and get their opportunity, and Mackenzie's ready. He's done a great job in his preparation. Jordan, just the encouragement of him towards those young quarterbacks, and it's a special room, but that's what you want. You want that within your football team, because that speaks to the culture of what's here, the relationships, the type of young man that we have, and that's an incredible group, and it's wonderful to see them all support each other.
We'll go back to Ira.
It wasn't one of the touchdowns, but how important was it after Pokey had his drop on the first drive, then the next play, Jordan hits Cam makes a tough catch to get the first down? And it seemed like the Jacksonville State game, you guys had a drop early and things kind of snowballed.
That was one of my thoughts, is how, all right, I saw it, when we missed the opportunity, all right, how we're going to respond. And I thought it was a 3rd and long situation. Great job by Jordan. They brought pressure. He saw it. Through his hot route. Cam made a really nice catch, turn, got the first down, and then we were able to finish it in the end zone. And that's what teams with the experience and that are growing in their maturity are able to do. It's like I said, it's not always gonna be a fairy tale. It's not always gonna go exactly how you want it to go. But how you respond in those situations when you have a negative. And I'll tell you the other thing that I was pleased with the next one that Pokey had an opportunity later in the game on a big play, big 3rd down. Was able to outstretch his arms and make an explosive to keep a drive going. Those are the things that we need to see from our guys, and just to continue to build upon that. And but that was definitely pleasing.
All right, thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you guys.